Hi, everybody. My name is Christopher, and I'm going to walk you through creating a farmer's market flyer today using Infomaptic. We're going to use this data that I already have published in ArcGIS Online and, and create a flyer for it. So real quick, we'll take a look at this data, and you can see we've got coordinates, but we also have the name of the market, its location, day of the week, its open dates, open times, what it accepts, and a website link. So I think we can probably get all of that onto a nice report that's kind of colorful and more like a flyer than an informational report. So to do that, we'll go back to Infomaptic and we'll create a new template. Templates are our name for what you design, and then you inflate them with data to create reports. So let's say we'll call this Portland Markets. And I'm going to select the data source. The data source that I want is this layer right here. So I'm just going to copy the ID of it out of the URL. Just copy that and put that in my search box. Oh, that's shared in my organization. There it is. So I'll select that. And that's going to take me to the designer here. So now I'm ready to kind of just get started designing. So let's start with just putting a title at the top. And we'll select the market field, which was the name. Center it. We'll make it maybe pretty big, probably bold, and we'll make that take up the whole space, give or take there. So we got that. So let's drop another box here, and let's use I say open dates. Put open dates here. We'll center that again. We'll make our background maybe kind of an orange color. Probably something, maybe something like that, an orange. Make our font a little bigger, and then we'll make our also white. So there's our first one. So we can just copy that. And the next one that I want to do is the day that it's on, because that's fairly important for a farmer's market. So we'll pick something maybe a light green like this. And we should change this back to black now. Great. We're going to stack that one over here on the side. And in the middle, we're just going to put a little slogan here. Put some like choose local, like that. We'll make this kind of a gray color. Sure. And we'll make that big like we did before. And that should take care of that. So there we go. So there's kind of our first row. So we got our dates, our slogan, and the day that it's open. So we also had, if we went back and looked at this data, we also had what it accepts and the open times. So those are both pretty useful. We should get those in there. So we'll just copy this again. And this time we're going to put it accepts. And we'll make this maybe kind of a dark green. We got a light green already. We'll go with like a forest green. That should work. Great. And let's just copy that again. And let's put in the open time so we can get when it's actually open. And maybe we'll pick something real different this time. We'll pick a pink of some kind here. Maybe something like that. Oh, that's pretty good. Maybe we want this to be black now, though. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks okay. And then we have this one last space here. Let's put a picture. It's kind of nice to have a picture here. In Infomaptic, you can put in a URL, but you can also upload the image. So I saved one from a free stock photo place. So I'm just going to put that in there. And let's make that take up that extra space. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So let's see, save that where we are. And what other information did we have? We had, oh yeah, we had the website. And we had the location. So let's go back and add the location, I think. Let's put this just kind of below it here on the bottom. And we'll just pull in location Let's just leave it like that. This is kind of an extra piece of information that we want to have. We'll put that at the bottom, kind of like that. And see how that looks. That looks pretty good. Okay. I guess actually let's just center that across the whole thing. That'll make it look a little better probably. There we go. So now let's get the website in there. So we'll pull that in, drop this down here, pick website, and there we go. Go ahead and make this centered across the whole thing also. Oops, there we go. And okay, that's kind of what I want, but not exactly, because that's, I kind of want that to be a link. Maybe just make it say open website or something. So let's convert that to an expression, and we can just put a little HTML in right here. So we'll make this a link tag, which is an A tag in HTML. And we'll stick that right in there. And then we'll make it say something like open market website. Okay, see how that looks. There we go. Okay, so now we've got our link and open website. That looks pretty good. And let's just see how that looks. Yeah, all right. All right, so I think I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll save this and also publish it. And actually, we'll publish this, and let's go open it too and just take a look at it. So open this up. So this is object ID 1. So we'll go get number 2, and maybe number 4. Okay, so those are looking pretty good. So now let's link this into a map here. So I'm just going to take this layer, I'm going to open it in our map viewer, and that gives me this layer, and it already has pretty good symbology, so we'll just leave that. But let's say we want to swap out this attribute list here for a link to the flyer we just made. So if we go over here and there we go. Let's go over here and edit the pop-ups. Add content text and say open flyer. So we want to add a link. We want to make that a link. So if we go back over to Infomaptic on this publish page, it gives us this URL that we need. So we'll just copy that and now paste that in. And now we've got a link there. And maybe let's get rid of fields. And let's change this to just be, let's see, the name of that field was market, I think. There we go. All right, so now we've got the title of the market and open flyer, and that links straight to our Infomaptic report. And of course, once we have one of these, we can download it as a PDF. So you could actually PDF these and print them or post them somewhere, or do something else if you wanted to. And that's pretty much it. So that's making an Infomaptic flyer in just a few minutes using some data that I already had in ArcGIS Online and our template designer. Thanks.